And finally, for today's episode, let's turn to David Trim for a look at Adventist history.
This week, we can hear about the life and ministries of Robert John Kloosterhuis and Hendrikus de Fluiter.
Welcome to This Week in Seventh-day Adventist History. On August 22, 1932, Robert John Kloosterhuis, missionary and world church leader, was born in Michigan. A graduate of Emmanuel Missionary College, Bob Kloosterhuis went into pastoral ministry. In 1953, he married Ruth Shaun. The couple went as missionaries to Haiti in 1954, serving there for 6 years. From 1960 to 1975, Bob and Ruth ministered in the Midwest of the United States. But in 1976, they returned to Haiti, where Bob served as president of the Franco-Haitian Union for 4 years. And then, at the 1980 General Conference session, he was elected president of the newly formed Africa Indian Ocean Division. Bob and Ruth moved to Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire in West Africa. Over the next 5 years, under the leadership of Pastor Kloosterhuis, the Africa Indian Ocean Division achieved the highest growth rate of any of the Adventist Church's world divisions, and the 1985 General Conference session elected him a general vice president. You see him here in this photograph. Bob and Ruth returned to the U.S. and he served 3 terms as general vice president, retiring in 2000, age 68. Robert Kloosterhuis died in November 2019, aged 87. And on August 29, 1872, Hendrikus de Fluiter was born in Hilversum in the Netherlands. At the age of 9, his family emigrated to the United States, and he grew up in Ohio, now known as Henry. He was converted to Adventism and baptized in 1899, aged 27. De Fluiter soon became involved in evangelistic campaigns as what was known as a singing evangelist, supporting the work of the main preachers. Henry was a brilliantly talented musician, and in his lifetime he wrote more than 200 songs, many of them popular at the time. 2 are in the Seventh-day Adventist hymnal. In 1926, Henry began an association with the great evangelist HMS Richards, assisting him both in public evangelism and in Richards' radio ministry, The Voice of Prophecy. In this photo, you see de Fluiter pictured with Richards. Later, de Fluiter became a pastor while continuing to support large evangelistic campaigns with his musical gifts. Henry de Fluiter spent 68 years in ministry for the Seventh-day Adventist Church. He died in 1970, aged 97. And you can read more about Henry de Fluiter in the Encyclopedia of Seventh-day Adventists at encyclopedia.adventist.org. And that was This Week in Adventist History.